Hello, and welcome to Malmesbury's Virtual Carnival 2020. Thank you for joining us for this event, which we are certain you will find both informative and entertaining. We very much appreciate your support for Virtual Carnival, which is a first for all of us. We do hope that there will be other events in this year's programme that you want to be part of and enjoy. Malmesbury Carnival is still seeking to support our local charities, and although we are making no charge for any of this year's events, if you have not already done so, please consider donating this year. Now, sit back and enjoy the show, and thank you once again on behalf of our contributors and the Carnival Committee.
Welcome to the Carnival REVUE. Athelstan Players, the production of Kaleidoscope. And as you can see, I'm not allowed to go anywhere on my own anymore, just because I've got the takings. But they're quite harmless, somebody said, as long as your insurance is well paid up and your fire insurance is good. Okay? Now, anybody got mobile phones? Because if it goes off, these four will come and take you round the back. Fire exit, 1, 2, 3. And I will be with them in the front, then follow me out, all right? Okay, so, enjoy your show. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we continue with the festivities, we're reminding many of you about raffle tickets. Now, it's come to our attention that some of you did not heed that advice. We know who you are. So at the interval, we're expecting lots of financial activity. Otherwise, me and the boys will be round. Having said that, enjoy the show. Thank you very much.
to spring upon my perch and sing my little song. But there's a cat that's after me and won't leave me alone. I tore a pony cat creeping upon me. I tore a pony cat as plain as he could be.
I am that great big bad old cat, Sylvester is my name. I only have one aim in life, and that is very plain. I want to catch that little bird and eat him right away. But every time that I get close, this is what he'll say. I taught a putty tat a creeping up on me. You bet he taught a putty tat, that putty tat was me.
That putty tat is very bad, he creeps up from behind. I don't think I would like it if I knew what's on his mind. I have a strong suspicion that plans for me aren't good. I am inclined to think that he would eat me if he could.
I'd like to eat that Tweety pie when he leaves his cage, but I can never catch him, it throws me in a rage. You bet I'd eat that little bird if I could just get near. But every time that I approach, this is what I hear.
I tore a putty tat a creeping up on me. I tore a putty tat as plain as he could be. And when I sing my little song, my mistress knows he's back. She grabs a broom and brings it down upon Sylvester's back. So listen, please, that putty tat, let's both be friends, you see. My mistress will not chase you if you sing this song with me. Come on now, wipe our good putty tat.
Oh, all right then, suffering succotash. I taught a putty tat a creeping up on me. I taught a putty tat as plain as it could be.
Halfway down the stairs is a stair where we sit. There isn't any other stair quite like it. It's not at the bottom, it's not at the top. So this is a stair where we always stop. Halfway up the stairs isn't up and isn't down. It isn't in the nursery, it isn't in the town. And all thoughts of funny thoughts run round my head. It isn't really anywhere, it's somewhere else instead. It isn't really anywhere, it's somewhere else instead.
I look down on him because I am upper class.
I look up to him because he's upper class, but I look down on him because he's lower class. I am middle class.
I know my place. I look up to both of them, but I don't look up to him as much as I look up to him because he's got innate breeding.
I have innate breeding, but I haven't got any money. So sometimes I look up to him. Oh,
Although I have money, I am vulgar.
True.
So I still look up to him. But I'm not as vulgar as him. So I still look down on him.
I know my place. I look up to them both. But although I'm poor, I'm hard-working and trustworthy. So I still don't like them very much. And if I had the inclination, I could look down on them both. But I don't.
We all know our place, but what do we get out of it?
I get a feeling of superiority over them.
I get a feeling of inferiority over him, but a feeling of superiority over him.
I get a pain in the back of my neck.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're delighted to bring you the Athelstan Players' answer to the BBC Two book review. Yes, we're trying to raise the moral and cultural tone a tad, and we've taken a traditional children's tale and we have made it, how can I put it, politically squeaky clean. Yes, we'd like to bring you the politically correct version of A Little Red Riding Hood. Thank you. There once was a young person named Red Riding Hood who lived with her mother on the edge of a large wood. One day, her mother asked her to take a container of fresh fruit and mineral water to her grandmother's house. Now, not because this was women's work, mind you, but because the deed was generous and helped engender a feeling of community. Furthermore, her grandmother was not sick, but rather was in full physical and mental health and was fully capable of taking care of herself as a mature adult. So, Red Riding Hood here set off with her container through the woods. Now, many people believed that the woods and the forest was a foreboding and dangerous place and never set foot in it. Red Riding Hood, however, was confident enough in her own budding sexuality that such obvious Freudian imagery did not intimidate her. Now, on the way to Grandma's house, Red Riding Hood was accosted by a wolf. Who asked her what was in her container. Now, she replied,
Some healthful snacks for my grandmother, who is certainly capable of looking after herself as a mature adult.
The wolf said,
You know, my dear, it really isn't safe for a young girl to be walking in these woods alone.
Red Riding Hood said,
I find your sexist remark offensive in the extreme. However, I will ignore it because of your traditional status as an outcast from society, the stress of which has caused you to develop your own entirely valid worldview. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be on my way.
So Red Riding Hood walked on along the main path. But the wolf, because of his status outside society, had freed him from slavish adherence to linear Western-style thought. The wolf knew a quicker route to Grandma's house. He burst into the house and ate Grandma.
Held it. I've got to log off first.
Now, this, of course, was an entirely valid course of action for a carnivore such as himself. Then, unhampered by rigid traditionalist notions of what was masculine or feminine, he put on Grandma's clothes and crawled into bed. Red Riding Hood entered the cottage and said,
Grandma, I've brought you some fat-free, sodium-free snacks to salute you in your role as wise and nurturing matriarch.
From the bed, the wolf said softly,
Come closer, my dear, so that I might see you more clearly.
Oh, Grandma, I had forgotten that you are as optically challenged as a bat. What big eyes you've got.
They have seen much and forgiven much.
And what big nose you've got. Although only relatively speaking and certainly most attractive in its own way.
It has smelt much and forgiven much.
Grandma, what big teeth you've got!
The wolf said,
I'm happy with who I am and what I am.
and leapt out of bed. He grabbed Red Riding Hood in his claws, intent on devouring her. Red Riding Hood screamed. Not out of alarm at the wolf's apparent tendency towards cross-dressing, but because of his willful invasion of her personal space. Her screams were heard by a passing woodcutter person, or log fuel technician, as he preferred to be known. When he burst into the cottage, he saw the melee and tried to intervene. But as he raised his axe, Red Riding Hood and the wolf both stopped.
What do you think you're doing?
Asked Red Riding Hood. The woodcutter person blinked and tried to answer, but no words came to him.
Bursting in here like a Neanderthal, trusting your weapon to do your thinking for you. Sexist, speciesist, how dare you assume that wolves and women cannot solve their own problems without the help of a man?
When she heard Red Riding Hood's impassioned speech, Grandma jumped out of the wolf's mouth, seized the woodcutter person's chopper, and relieved him of his cerebral appendage. Now, after this ordeal, Red Riding Hood, Grandma, and the wolf felt a certain commonality of purpose. They decided to set up an alternative household based on mutual respect and cooperation. And they lived together in the woods, happily ever after.
We're not
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to raise the cultural tone even higher now. Delighted and honoured to say we have a solo rendition of the piano from our wonderful pianist, Mr. John Hughes. Thank you.
marry me in haste.
I'll be true toothbrush, just you toothbrush, when we both use the same toothpaste. Little boxes on the hillside, little boxes made of ticky-tacky, little boxes on the hillside, little boxes all the same. There's a green one and a pink one and a blue one and a yellow one, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky and they all look just the same. And the people in the houses all went to the universities, and they were put in boxes, little boxes, all the same. There are doctors and there's lawyers and business executives, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky and they all look just the same. And they all play on the golf course and drink their martinis dry, and they all have pretty children, and the children go to school, and the children go to summer camp, and then to the university, where they all are put in boxes and they come out all the same. And the boys go into business and marry and raise a family, and they all get put in boxes, little boxes all the same. There's a green one and a pink one and a blue one and a yellow one, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky and they all look just the same. Little boxes on a hillside, little boxes made of ticky-tacky, little boxes on a hillside, little boxes all the same. There's a green one and a pink one and a blue one and a yellow one, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky and they all look just the same.
Excuse me. Hello? Planning department. Development out of control. Oh, Lord Norfolk. Oh, yes, my lord. Yes, no. Delighted to hear from you, my lord. Well, how can I help you? Oh, no need to wait for that, my lord. Start when you like. Yes. No. Thank you, my lord. Goodbye. Such class. Such finesse. Dry sherry before dinner, no doubt. Right, well, there we are. Do excuse me about that. Now, Mr. and Mrs.
Perkins.
Yes. Good afternoon. How can I be of assistance?
Yes. We'd like to apply for planning permission for one small dwelling, please.
I beg your pardon?
We'd like to apply for planning permission for one small dwelling, please.
One?
Yes.
One dwelling?
Yes.
One small dwelling?
Yes, that's what we'd like to apply for.
Just one small dwelling?
Yes.
That's right.
Just the one small dwelling? Are you mad?
What?
This is totally unrealistic.
We can make it a bungalow.
Oh!
If that would help.
Even worse. Look, have you no idea about the type of developments we allow here in Malmesbury?
No.
Have you not seen our carefully crafted local structure plan, our demographically phased vision for the future?
No.
A bungalow. I mean, what makes you think that less is more? I mean, that approach is old hat. Now we employ the philosophy of more on less. Yes. Yes, that's right. The moron philosophy. Yes. Are you not aware of Planning Policy Guidance 3?
No, I'm afraid not.
Good Lord, we could get 17 or 18 houses on that piece of land of yours. PPG3 is such a masterpiece. Now, in it, developments of less than 30 dwellings per hectare are deemed to be inefficient. Yes. Bloody awful to live in, but inefficient nonetheless. I suppose you're not aware of residential development within Framework Boundary Policy H3 from the North Wiltshire Local Plan 2011, first deposit draft, March 2003?
Yes, I've heard of that one. That's the one that doesn't allow development outside the framework boundary, isn't it?
Exactly, as applied to the Filans site. Well, of course, that was an exception. Now listen. They're all carefully laid out, these policies, on the NWDC website. All you've got to know is where to drill down. They're just between councillors' allowances and dog fouling. Yes. You haven't even looked, I suppose.
No, I'm afraid not. No.
No. Amateurs. Well, look, it's probably a waste of time, but let's go through the application checklist anyway.
Oh, right, good.
See if we can get you your planning persimmon. Permission. Bit of a Freudian slip there, I'm afraid. Now then, I think I know most of the answers to these questions, so we'll go straight to the killer question. Now, does your development mean the destruction of one or more of the following list of public amenities? Children's playground?
No.
Public house?
No.
Swimming pool?
No.
Maternity unit?
No.
Library?
No.
Petrol station?
No.
Hospital?
No.
Hotel?
No.
Citizens Advice Bureau?
No.
Police station?
No.
Town hall?
Yes, on that list, we're absolutely certain the answer is no.
Well, in that case, I can be equally clear. Your application is totally unacceptable.
What?
Oh. Let me show you what I need. Now listen. Structure plan, okay? Now, our vision is for developments here, and here. Okay? Lots of lovely avoidable housing. Yes. Then we see orbital ring road right round Malmesbury with link roads in between, creating opportunities for development infill here and here and here. Yes. Then we see lovely expensive underground car parks. Yes. Here and here and here, actually. Yes. And then we see new schools. That's it. The vision is new schools here and here, paid for, and this is the clever bit, by the destruction and demolition of old schools here. That new one in Shurston will soon get rid of that. And here. Yes. Well, what do you think?
I don't know, really.
Yes, well, that's about the vision. Now, what I'd like you young couple to do is see a sneak preview of a small presentation we put together to dramatise all this. We'll just have to wait for a certain Lord Merton to turn up, and he's going to watch it as well, okay? Yes. Right, well, thank you for coming along, and thank you. Goodbye.
men. And the paper they were signing said they'd never fight again. And when the paper was all signed and 1,000,000 copies made, they all joined hands and bowed their heads, and graceful prayers were made. And the people in the streets below were dancing round and round, while swords and guns and uniforms were scattered on the ground. Last night I had the strangest dream I ever dreamed before. I dreamed the world had all agreed to put an end to war.
I'm Jake the peg, deedle-leedle-leedle-o, with my extra leg, deedle-leedle-leedle-o. Wherever I go, through rain or snow, the people always let me know. There's Jake the peg, deedle-leedle-leedle-o, with his extra leg, deedle-leedle. The day that I was born, oh boy, my father nearly died. He couldn't get my knackers on, no matter how he tried. 'Cause I was born with an extra leg, and since that day begun, I've learnt to stand on my own 3 feet. Believe me, that's no fun. I'm Jake the peg, deedle-leedle-leedle-lee, with my extra leg, deedle-leedle-leedle-o. Wherever I go, through rain or snow, the people always let me know. There's Jake the peg, deedle-leedle-leedle. I had a dreadful childhood, I suppose I shouldn't moan. Each time we had a 3-legged race, I won it on my own. And also I was popular when came the time for cricket. They used to roll my trousers up and use me for the wicket. I'm Jake the peg, deedle-leedle-leedle-o, with his extra leg, deedle-leedle-leedle-o. Wherever I go, through rain or snow, the people always let me know. There's Jake the peg, deedle-leedle-leedle-o, with his extra leg, deedle. I was a dreadful scholar, I found all the subjects hard. The only thing I knew for sure was 3 feet make a yard. To count to 10 I'd use my fingers. If I needed more, I'd take my shoes and socks off and I could count to 24. I'm Jake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 225. I'm Jake the peg, deedle-leedle-leedle-o, with his extra leg, deedle-leedle-leedle-o. Whatever I did, they said was false. They'd say quick march, I'd do a quick waltz. Then they shouted at me, put your best foot forward. But which one? I'd say it's very fine for you. You've only got a choice of 2. But me, I'm Jake the peg, deedle-leedle-leedle-o, with his extra leg.
I've got a pal, a regular out-and-outer. She's a dear, good old gal, and I'll tell you all about her
It's many years since first we met. Her hair was then as black as jet. It's whiter now, but she don't fret. Not my old gal. We've been together now for 40 years, and it don't seem a day too much. There ain't a lady living in the land as I'd swap for my dear old Dutch. There ain't a lady living in the land as I'd swap for my dear old Dutch. I calls her Sal, her proper name is Sarah, and you may find a girl that you consider fairer. She ain't an angel, she can start the drawing till it makes you smart. She's just a woman, bless her arms, is my old gal, if you know it. We've been together now for 40 years, and it don't seem a day too much. There ain't a lady living in the land as I'd swap for my dear old Dutch. There ain't a lady living in the land as I'd swap for my dear old Dutch. Sweet, fine old girl, the world I wouldn't lose her. She's a dear, good old girl, and that's what made me choose her. She stuck to me through thick and thin, when life was out and life was in. Oh, what a wife to me she's been, and what a pal. We've been together now for 40 years, and it don't seem a day too much. There ain't a lady living in the land as I swap for my dear old Dutch. There ain't a lady living in the land as I swap for my dear old Dutch. I sees you, Sam, you pretty ribbon sporting. Many years, dear old gal, since those young days of courting. I ain't a coward, still I trust. When we to part as part we must. The death will come and take me first. To wait, my pal. We've been together now for 40 years, and it don't seem a day too much. There ain't a lady living in the land as I'd swap for my dear old Dutch. There ain't a lady living in the land as I'd swap for my dear old
honest and faithful right up to the end. That wonderful 1, 2, 3, 4-legged friend.
A woman's like cactus, and cactus can hurt.
'Cause she's just a tight-waisted winky I flirt.
She'll soon have your land,
and your pride and your gold, and bury you deep long before you grow old. A four-legged friend, he'll never let you down. He's honest and faithful right up to the end. That wonderful 1, 2, 3, 4-legged friend.
There's a bright golden haze is on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their heads as they see me ride by. But a little brown maverick is winking her eye. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the sounds of the earth are like music. All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy, it don't miss a tree. And an old weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day.
Four wheels on my wagon. Three wheels on my wagon. And I'm still rolling along. Them Cherokees are chasing me. Arrows fly right on by, but I'm singing a happy song. Oh, I'm singing higgity, hoggity, hoggity, high. Pioneers, they never say die. I'm on up the road, there's a hidden cave, and we can watch those Cherokees go galloping by.
George, they're catching up with us!
Get back in the wagon, woman! Two wheels on my wagon, and I'm still rolling along. Them Cherokees are after me. Flaming spears burn my ears, but I'm singing a happy song. Oh, I'm singing higgity, hoggity, hoggity, high. Pioneers, they never say die. Half a mile up the road, there's a hidden cave, and we can watch those Cherokees go galloping by. Gee whiz, are you sure it's the right road, Pa? Will you hush up, you and your mouth? One wheel on my wagon, and I'm still rolling along. Them Cherokees are after me. I'm blowing flames at the reins, but I'm singing a happy song. Oh, I'm singing higgity, hoggity, hoggity, high. Pioneers, they never say die. Right up the road, there's a hidden cave, and we can watch those Cherokees go galloping by.
Oh, should I get the money and the trinkets?
Woman, I know what I'm doing. No wheels on
waiting there for me, 'neath that lone pine tree. In the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, on the trail of the lonesome pine, in the pale moonshine, our hearts entwined, when she carved her name and I carved mine. Oh, June, like the mountains, I'm blue like the pine. I am lonesome for you. In the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, on the trail of the lonesome pine. I can hear the tinkling waterfall far among the hills. Bluebirds sing each so merrily to his mate in rapture trills. They seem to say, your June is lonesome too, longing fills her eyes. For I know she's waiting patiently where the pine trees sigh. In the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, on the trail of the lonesome pine, in the pale moonshine, our hearts entwined, when she carved her name and I carved mine. Oh, June, like the mountains, I'm blue like the pine. I am lonesome for you. Oh, 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 oh. In the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, on the trail of the lonesome pine.
Dancing wherever you may be, I am the Lord of the Dancetti, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the Dancetti. I came down in heaven and I danced on the earth. Bethlehem, I had my birth. I danced in the Bethlehem, I had my birth. Dancing wherever you may be, I am the Lord of the Dancetti, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the Dancetti. I danced for the scribe and the Pharisee, but they wouldn't dance and they wouldn't follow me. I danced for the fishermen, for James and John. They came with me and the dance went on. Dancing wherever you may be, I am the Lord of the Dancetti, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the Dancetti. I danced on the Sabbath and I cured the lame. The holy people said it was a shame. They buried my body and they thought I'd gone. But I am the dance and the dance goes on. Dancing wherever you may be, I am the Lord of the Dancetti, and I'll lead you all he. Dancing wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he.
And Barry sat one night. The sky was clear, the stars were bright. The wind was soft, the moon was up. Frida drained her cocoa cup. She licked her lips, she felt sublime. She switched off Garver's question time. Barry cringed in fear and dread as Frida grabbed his tie and said,
Let's do it, let's do it. Do it while the mood is right. I'm feeling, appealing. I've really got an appetite. I'm on fire with desire. I can handle half a tenors in a male voice choir. Let's do it. Let's do it tonight.
So Barry said,
I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't believe in too much sex. This passion for passion turns us into nervous wrecks. No derision, my decision. I'd rather watch the football on the television. I can't do it. I can't do it tonight.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it till our heart goes boom. Go native, creative, living in the living room. This folly, be jolly. Bend me over backwards on my hostess trolley. Let's do it. Let's do it tonight.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Me heavy breathing days are gone. I'm older, feel colder. It's other things that turn me on. I'm imploring. I'm boring. Let me read this catalogue on vinyl flooring. I can't do it. I can't do it tonight.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have a crazy night of love. I'll strip them and just wear stilettos and an oven glove. To quote Milton, to eat Stilton, to row a gay abandon on the tufted Wilton. Let's do it. Let's do it tonight.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I must refuse to get undressed. I feel silly. It's too chilly to go without me thermal vest. Don't use me. Don't abuse me. My mother sent a note to say you must excuse me. I can't do it. I can't do it tonight.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I feel we absolutely must. I won't accept you. I want to tempt you. I want to drive you mad with lust. Be drastic. Gymnastic. Wear your baggy white pants with the loose elastic. Let's do it. Let's do it tonight.
wish you hadn't picked on me. No harm done. Choose a barman. The only girl I'm mad about is Debbie Charman. I can't do it. I can't do it tonight.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's really run amok. Let's wiggle. Let's jiggle. Let's really make the rafters rock. No cautions, just contortions. Smear an avocado on my lower portions.
Let's do it.
Let's do it tonight.
Music is very important in ballet. The way it sounds makes you feel like dancing in a different way. How do you think you might dance to this next piece of music from the ballet Sylvia? Listen to the way the violins are being played. Instead of using the bow, the violinists are plucking the strings with their fingers. The dance is called pizzicati, and it's very lively.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has come to our attention that some of you did not heed our advice at the beginning of the show about raffle tickets. We are informed that a certain Mr. Lance Hodges didn't buy a strip, he bought a single ticket. This is totally unacceptable and the boys will be round. Right.
Lads, we've had a bit, John, we've had a problem.
Really?
The next act, they haven't turned up. Okay.
Oh dear. Not a nasty accident, I hope.
Well, when you see them, probably it will be. But do you think they can handle it, John? If they did it instead?
We'll give it a try.
Yeah. Well, come here, guys. What you have to do?
What? That's what?
Yeah. That'd be great, weren't they, John? Absolutely great. Well done.
Spread out.
Sometimes it's hard to be a woman, giving all your love to just one man. You'll have bad times, and he'll have good times, doing things that you don't understand. But if you love him, you'll forgive him, even though he's hard to understand. And if you love him, oh, be proud of him, 'cause after all, he's just a man. Stand by your man, give him 2 arms to cling to, and something warm to come to when nights are cold and lonely. Stand by your man and tell the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can. Stand by your man. Stand by your man and show the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can. Stand by your man.
Hold this with me, before we... Cheers. Cheers, mate.
You got a light, mate?
Yeah. Hold this for me, will you?
just take over? Yeah, I'll take that for you. Here you go. I've finished. All right. See ya. I'm finished. I'm finished. Thanks, mate. Cheers, mate.
How many yarbos can you see in Malmesbury Cloister Gardens? I'll tell you now of some that I know. Some arrested, some got pardoned. Empty cans and bottle tops, ciggies stolen from the shops, running in the gardens to escape from the cops. Where the yobbies few, 'cause there's nothing else to do in Malmesbury Cloister Garden. Cheers. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying
much more than I'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the greatest assistance from Malmesbury's Twinning Society, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you, for the first time ever, the fish dancers from Jeanne and the sausage dancers from Nebel. For the interest of European harmony and time, these two dancers will be danced simultaneously. So, ladies and gentlemen, the fish dancers from Jeanne and the sausage dancers from Nebel. Thank you.
on the front page of the Gazette.
Oh, so weird. There's nothing in this one.
What have you got?
Standard.
Ooh, what's that?
Abbey is shortlisted for flagship honour.
Hey, that's a nice picture.
What, a gym too good?
No. The Abbey. Yeah. Oh, do you remember when we were kids? There was the Verger, old Mr. Mead. Do you remember old
Yes,
Mr.
I do.
Mead?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, not many people here remember him, I don't suppose. Do you?
No.
No. Oh, somebody does.
Yes.
We used to pay sixpence and he'd let us go right to the top of the Abbey and we could see for miles and miles.
I could lie in bed and look at the Abbey.
Could you?
Yeah, when I was a child. See, I've lived in Malmesbury all my life.
And I've lived most of mine.
We met at school and have been friends since we were 8 or 9.
We've seen some changes in this town, especially in Cross Hayes. The museum was the fire station and traffic went both ways.
The library was the local school where you and I both went. And in the... Oh, so it is, yes. The cattle market once a week was a popular event.
There's so much to remember of things we knew before, of places where we used to go, which sadly are no more.
The blacksmiths in the Triangle.
In Gaston's Road, the dairy.
And in Abbey Mill lived Cracker Clark, who really was quite scary.
In Abbey House, there lived the nuns.
In Burnham House, the vet.
And where the Oxford practices, there was a laundrette.
As teenagers, we didn't go to pubs as kids today. We went to a coffee bar where we could stay all day, couldn't we? They called it the Tarantula. And when you went inside, there was a jukebox and a room downstairs where you could hide.
Where Ebley Tyres now operates, there used to be a station. A shopping trip to Swindon was a favourite occupation. The train was such a cheery sight. It really was an asset. We changed at Little Somerford and stopped at Wootton Bassett.
This used to be a lovely place, full of character and charm. But what we've seen in recent years has filled us with alarm.
What are they doing to our town? Does anybody care? They're pulling lots of places down and shoving houses there.
The Suffolk Arms, and very soon the outdoor swimming pool. The Knoll and Athelstan Garage. Soon it'll be Fyland School.
My kids were born in Malmesbury. How fortunate I am. But new mums in these houses must go to Chippenham.
Where will all the people work?
Where will the children play?
And will the schools be big enough?
We really couldn't say.
The biggest issue of the day concerns us most of all. We'd like to know what's happening to this old town hall.
Knock it down or renovate? These are the burning questions. And so we've come up with a few of our own suggestions.
How about a skateboard park? With lots for kids to do. Or even a McDonald's, the ones that you drive through.
It would make a lovely meeting place for youngsters in their teens. Or one of those big cinemas with lots and lots of screens.
It could be a department store with lifts and escalators. A restaurant at the top with lots of dishy waiters.
You could buy any kind of goods, from furniture to blouses. On second thoughts, just knock it down and build a lot more houses.
Some people come to Malmesbury with groups and special clubs. They come to visit Abbey grounds and the gardens.
And admire the trees and shrubs.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Just wait a minute. I'll get that in a minute. And admire the trees and shrubs.
They come by coach and minibus and other transportation. So why not make the whole ground floor into a big bus station with waiting rooms and toilets and perhaps a little shop? There'd still be room for them to build some lovely flats on top.
Yes. We've been to lots of meetings where our views we did exchange. A place to entertain is what we need, and rooms to change.
Performing space is what it's called. They say it's all the rage. But what we really would like is to have a nice big stage.
existence now for more than 60 years.
Our plays and shows and pantomimes bring laughter, sometimes tears. The show goes on no matter where. Let us your fears dispel. It might be in the market cross.
Or even Daniel's Well.
But if you know a farmer with a barn or empty shed, perhaps he'll let us use it as a theatre instead.
We hope you will support us as you have done in the past. And now we'd like to say good night with thanks from all the cast.
Good night.
San Francisco, tooting on a trumpet loud and mean. Suddenly a voice said, "Go forth, daddy, spread the picture on a wider screen." And the voice said, "Brother, there's a million pigeons ready to be hooked on your religion. Hit the road, daddy, you come a long way. Spread the religion of
we've done on stage or off. I would love to thank backstage, we would all love to thank backstage, Roger on sound, Mark and Ray on lights. Produced. She has been fantastic, and I think you'll all agree that it has been a brilliant, brilliant show. Debbie, from all of us, thank you very, very much.